Something's got a hold on me lately, though I don't know myself anymore. Feels like the walls are all closing in, and the devil's knocking at my door. Whoa, out of my mind, how many times did I tell you I'm no good at being alone? Yeah, it's taking a toll on me, trying my best to keep from tearing the skin off my bones. Don't you know I lose control when you're not next to me? I'm falling apart right in front of you. Can't you see? I lose control when you're not next to me. Yeah, you're breaking my heart, baby. You make a mess of me. Problematic. Problem is I want your body like a fiend, like a bad.
When it's heaviest, roll like tides. College days, Clark, Atlanta, where it all collides. Fred stepped in, the trio came alive. 3 voices, 1 mic, now the stories thrive. Late nights, deep talks, the bonds grew tight. From dorm room dreams
Come
to
on,
the
Fred.
podcast
Come on, Fred.
night.
Come on, Fred.
Brotherhood on air,
Come on,
we
Fred.
laugh,
Yeah,
we
catch that
share.
rhythm, man.
Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air. Pull up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart.
Fred said he don't know what y'all talking about. He got 4 babies. He got rhythm.
Yo.
Ain't right, Fred?
Right. Or don't know well enough. One or the other.
Oh man. All right, y'all know what we gotta do. So welcome to another episode of the Brother Show. Before we get started, please remember that everything we talk about here is for entertainment and educational purposes only. The brothers and or our guests may or may not be licensed therapists, medical professionals, lawyers, or financial advisors, and nothing said on this show should be taken as professional advice. All opinions expressed by the host and guests are our personal views. We also react to videos, articles, and other media under the Fair Use Act for commentary, criticism, and discussion. We do not claim to own any third-party content shown. Viewer discretion is advised, and we encourage you to do your own research and consult qualified professionals for advice specific to your life or situation. This channel complies with all applicable federal and state laws, social media, community guidelines, advertiser policies, and platform standards. Again, welcome to the brothers.
All right.
You gonna learn today.
We gonna learn today. So I got bad news.
What's that?
Man, somebody told me the bag of ice was in the city.
I thought it was the alphas coming in. Boy, it got so cold.
I know it is cold. It's cold and fake.
It's a different type of ice, brother.
It is.
But yeah, it's some ice in the city, y'all. And I really didn't think that they would come to Atlanta. I guess I thought they wouldn't play those games in the A. But I see they want that smoke.
They want it. They think they want it.
What do y'all think about it?
Well, I don't know, man. It's going to be interesting to see how this play out because I've already heard that they're in Douglasville. They're in out there in Lawrenceville area, definitely on that side of town. And you know, you got the MS-13s out there.
I heard that
So-
they were, College Park.
I received a video from a friend of mine. Shout out to Jaquetta Williams, former anchor with WSB TV. She sent me a video of, them being, I guess, out and about in the city, just doing what they do. And it's really kind of scary when you look at it. But I'm happy to show it to you guys if you all want to see it.
Yeah. Let's check it out.
Let's go.
Y'all want to check it out?
Yeah.
Let's see what we got going on.
Oh man. Well,
They
y'all
here.
remember now, y'all asked for this. Now,
Yeah. They not in
this
LA.
is some on location reporting, just so you'll know. All right. All right.
So
This is on location.
We
we
get
go.
a disclaimer.
All right.
Yo, look at Ice over here on Music Street. Look at the love. Love. I ain't never seen the Ice faces before. Look. Oh. Oh my God. They right here in now. They said to go get some people. They got the van. Wilson Street and Mechanicsville. They're bombing it. Look, got the van they gonna put them in. Oh my God. I ain't never seen this. Look. Okay, they got the unknown car right there. Look at our whole lanes. Security. Look at it. Look at security across the street. I don't know what to do. Wait. Oh my God. Look at security. How many of them? What am I supposed to do?
Oh, she keeps pointing out more and more.
I think it's like
Wow.
Wow. This is in the United States of America.
This is in the United States of Atlanta, Georgia.
Wow.
You know, first of all, I gotta give a shout out again. I'm just shouting everything out. Like, did y'all hear
112.
that she was playing 112?
112.
My client Q Parker
Shout
was
out.
singing at the time.
Yeah.
Time.
Right, yeah.
I tell you this. And Q Parker will be with us this season. He has accepted our invitation to come on to the show.
Nice.
He's excited about it. So I guess that's apropos that we're playing music from him. He also has a new album out. So please go cop that new Q Parker album. It is real R&B. But back to this ICE thing, man. What y'all think, man? What y'all think?
I don't know, bro. Well, they didn't stay in Chicago too long, so it might be a repeat.
Because here's the thing. Most cities that they go in, the local police force is so much more smaller than they are that they get to bully them. Atlanta has a pretty large police force.
Mm-hmm.
And our police force probably equals or exceeds their numbers. So if they want that smoke, this is the place to get to. And look, we don't even need our police force. They were in the right community to start this.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
They were where they needed to be.
Yeah. I think, and Tavius, for them to come to what's considered the birthplace of civil rights, that's a bold move.
It's a bold
move.
It was indicative that, they didn't come during his birthday, but they came immediately after Dr. King's birthday. Y'all notice that?
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
We need our mayor. We need our leadership to stand up and say something, right? Because it's going all around Facebook. It's going everywhere. And it's looking, even if they got to say we're a safe haven for immigrants or something to that nature, not too much. But I think this is the time to try. It may be too political. Maybe you don't want that smoke with Trump. But this is the time to kind of wrap our arms around him. And this would be a good leadership role if he was able to do one right now.
So you mean the mayor of Atlanta?
Yeah, the mayor.
So did y'all get that text today that basically says they want us to reach out to our senators?
Oh, okay.
No. What was it, Lamar?
It says Lamar can't wait around for harm to help to harm people. Please join us in contacting your senator today. And it's a link in here where you can just click it, and then I guess it's going to go to our senator. Because I'm a registered voter in Georgia, so
sure,
yeah.
Send it out to us.
What I would say is, you all, if ICE has always been around.
Yeah,
if they just do what they're supposed to do, then we won't have a problem. But if they get out here trying to kill, harm citizens, then that's an issue, and they're gonna find out. They're gonna find out
The
the
crazy
right
part
way.
is that they're not even, traditional law enforcement.
Right.
That's not their role. It's not their legislative intent, if you will.
Right.
But they're acting like militia right now.
It's like they're supposed to like just be a safe place, honestly, the go between immigration and us. And now they're more acting as an armed force, right? It's the power that our president has given people, man. It's just
I've never thought I needed to walk around with a copy of my passport on me, and I encourage all of you who look at us, please put a copy of your passport or your birth certificate or both, not the original, put a copy on your cell phone. Because what I'm understanding, and I've heard horror stories, that people have shown them their original birth certificate or original passport, and they take it. They confiscate it.
okay.
Wow.
So if they confiscate it and then take you to this undisclosed location where your family doesn't even know where you are, how do you prove who you are? Your passport is now with them.
Yeah. I think you think it's possible that they staging here inside of Atlanta, but going to be hitting spots like Dorville, Clarkston, because Clarkston. Well, I don't know if they want to hit Decatur either, because Decatur ain't playing.
Sir, they're gonna hit Atlanta.
Because there are little pockets of
Yeah.
folks
Yeah.
Beefer Highway,
Mhm. Oh yeah.
Oh
and,
yeah.
but our governor, as I understood it, and the president are not the best of friends. But I guess I thought they were civil. Maybe not so much.
And he leaving anyway. He probably don't. He probably like whatever. It's like the last day at work. He just whatever. He probably,
How about I turn the lights out when y'all leave?
right.
That's crazy.
I think governors, no matter if that's their last day or not, it's their legacy,
Yeah,
right?
that's true.
The fact of, and Weems, you can talk more about this. Governors have the say so in their state. Am I correct? When it comes to certain things, so
Yeah.
and it's the same thing with our mayor of the capital. I mean, he has say so too. So I just think that, hey, if they're going to abide by what they're supposed to come in here and do, it's no problem. I mean, because under President Obama, ICE deported thousands of people, but we didn't hear about people getting killed, citizens being killed. We didn't hear about people being kidnapped, like Antavia said. So I just really think that if they come in and do what they need to do, then it shouldn't be an issue. But we have an ex-law enforcement officer. I don't know if we can ask her if she wants to comment later on in the show, because I mean, that's just I think she would have more of an insight to like what it feels like for a federal agent that's not trained to do what they're doing, to come into their jurisdiction and basically say, hey, this is what we're going to do.
I think Atlanta will protest differently, right? If they haven't witnessed what it wasn't even a protest, but unless they visited and witnessed Freaknik 94, they don't know what it's like to shut a city down. Atlanta will shut the city down, expressways, everything, and it's such a huge melting pot. And people gravitated here a lot, not just for the opportunities, but just because of the message that the city had. Too big to hate, or something like that. What was it?
Too busy to hate.
Too busy to hate. And Atlanta is known to shut a city down, bro. I don't think
we also have, our Congresswoman of the Mighty Fifth, the Honorable Congresswoman Nikema Williams, did an op-ed about this whole thing. And what she also did is it said she's voting no to fund it, and actually published it. She like about it. She like published. You see, she did a whole statement and voting a big no to the Department of Homeland Security funding.
That's good.
So, I mean, we got those that are fighting but our midterms are gonna tell the tale.
There you go.
We must get out and vote for our midterms. You know, Fred, I won't ask you as a Republican how you're gonna vote. I'll just ask you where you'll be so that we can come kidnap you, and you won't be able to vote.
That is a true story, everyone. That is definitely a true story. I almost died by being forced to vote. That's a real story. But I'm looking forward. This will definitely tell a tale to where we're going. I think people are tired of Trump, but I can't tell yet. So I guess we'll know through our voting where we stand as a country, right? The same country that was built on immigrants we're trying to get rid of. It's just ironic right now of how we're playing.
Facts. This is, I just can't believe we're living in these times. Were you going to say something?
No, go ahead.
No, I can't believe we're living in these times, man.
Mm-hmm.
The fact that we're here really, really bothers me, but it is what it is.
Yeah. All right. Well, I think it's about time for us to take a good break. We do have a great topic for you all. It is National Mentoring Month across the country. And our topic for today is going to be Black men and mentorship. Has the blueprint changed? We have two distinguished guests that will share on the panel with us. So stay tuned. And again, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to all social media platforms at The Brothas, TheBrothaZ. See you in a minute.
From the quad to the world, every tale's legit. Fred's jokes hit hard, Aparicio's wit. Antavius drops wisdom smooth and quick. 3 heads, 1 vibe, the chemistry.
When you're too hot or your nights are too cold, call heating and air conditioning. Cause what I've always been told, when your HVAC system is on the blink, call George is what I think. Before you even hang up the phone, it's George from Heating and Air Conditioning.
Call us today to get your heating and air conditioning system serviced.
From LA to ATL, we're setting the scene for every dreamer with a spotlight dream. Contracts and clauses, we got it on lock. With a robust roster, with the cream of the crop. Brands and icons, we help them rise. Together we shine, reaching new highs. Entertainment law, we've got the flair. Weaves, the name that they know. In the world, all the stars, we make the glow. From LA to ATL, we're setting the scene. For every dreamer with the spotlight dream.
Fred,
Yeah.
do this. You'll catch the beat.
Eventually, yeah. A broke clock is always twice, at least once a day, right? I could
Everywhere, brotherhood on air. We laugh, we share. Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air. Pull up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart. We're everywhere. We're every 3 minds, 1 heart. We're everywhere.
All right. Welcome back to the Brothers Show. And do we have a topic for you? In case you didn't know, this is National Mentoring Month. This is the time that those of us that are in this field around mentoring, we celebrate our mentors. We have activities, events all over the country in celebrating those who give back to young people in the communities. Not just young people, you also have professional mentors as well. So I don't want to alienate that. But today's topic is Black men and mentorship. Has the blueprint changed? We have two distinguished guests that will be joining us. The first is going to be Dr. Guiden. We call him Dr. G. Dr. G brings real world experience working with and around Black and Brown youth with a strong focus on mentorship, accountability, and legacy. He offers grounded perspective on how mentorship looked back then versus what young people are navigating today. Dr. G is passionate about closing the mentor gap and challenging men to set up or step up despite today's social and structural barriers. He's here not just with opinions, but with lived insight on what actually works when building trust with the next generation. I'd be remiss if I didn't mention that he has trained other organizations, trained mentors, trained facilitators, just on how to reach our young people in the most effective ways. Now, we want to welcome Dr. G to the platform. Now, our second guest, all right. Our second guest is Ms. Val Carey. Val brings a thoughtful, reflective voice to conversations about Black men, mentorship, and community responsibility. She has firsthand insight on how systems, culture, and access shape the mentorship experience for young people today. Val is especially focused on why mentoring feels harder now and what needs to change to make it sustainable and impactful. She joins us through as a thought partner, helping unpack what parts of mentorship blueprint still work and what needs to be rebuilt. I also would like to include that both of our guests are both authors. So welcome to the platform, Ms. Val Carey. There we go, Ms. Val. So welcome to the platform, Dr. G and Val. And you heard what our topic of the day is. And we're very much so looking forward to some of your insight, knowledge as it relates to, has this blueprint as far as mentorship, has it shifted? You know, what are some of the things that we see has changed? Are we truly reaching this generation as we should? And why is it so difficult for us to get people to mentor nowadays? So, welcome to the show. And I will kick it off with maybe the first question of the day. Actually, before I do that, let me ask how y'all feeling.
Going good, bro. I'm ready to jump on this subject. I'm waiting for it.
Fred, he was
All
talking
right.
about
I
the
think
guest.
you're talking about the guest.
I was talking about the guests.
Yeah, you talking about all of us. He was trying to get us all in there.
Look, man, he got his.
I was talking to the guests.
There's
My
that
bad.
broken clock again.
My bad.
So I'm going to start off and kind of just toss it up when we talk about the traditional blueprint versus today's reality. When you think back to the men or women who mentored you or the lack thereof, what did mentorship look like in your life growing up? Val.
Oh, you're going to start with me.
I did.
So I wouldn't think that there is a traditional form of mentorship. I feel that mentorship shows up in many different ways. Your barber can actually act as a mentor, and you don't even know that the barber is being your mentor. Your teacher can be your mentor. For me in my life, I have interacted with several women and men that became my mentors. Unbeknownst to me, they were mentoring me along the way. When I was a teenager, there was a city councilwoman in my district that acted as a mentor to the youth, which is one of the reasons why I became a cop. Had it not been for her. And then as an adult, I had mentors.
You want to give her a shout out?
I'm sorry?
You want to give her a shout out?
Oh, rest in peace, City Council woman, Priscilla Wooten. She's no longer with us, but
Okay.
she was instrumental in the career that I ended up choosing. You know, as a woman that was she served the community, and what she would do is she would take youth from the inner city, take us on these weekend trips upstate, and the weekend trip was under the guise of a ski trip, and you got a stipend.
Okay.
But while you were there were multiple workshops that you could have attended, workshops in health, workshops in law. And because at the time I wanted to become a lawyer, I took the law workshop. But when I went into the workshop, there were 2 cops there, and they were recruiting. And and they really sold
Wow.
it. They sold it to me that you could become a cop and still become a lawyer, which is true, but it's not as easy as they made it seem. But needless to say, I did take the test based off of that and based off of that exposure
Okay.
from that city councilwoman. And so traditionally, what does mentorship look like? It's not necessarily always someone showing up saying, I'm going to be your mentor. It's someone who sees something in you, that exposes you to different experiences, that listens to you, that takes what your interests are and bring you resources based off of your interests. That's what mentorship looks like to me.
Okay, Dr. G, I think I want to give you a different question. I'm interested. What parts, because I heard Val talk about the tradition and it's not as tradition as some may think, but what parts of the old school mentorship model for Black and Brown youth do you think we lost too quickly?
Oh man, that's a good question. First of all, I salute y'all for this conversation. I want to say we lost access, and let me explain access. I remember before we defined this word mentoring, everyone had access to, if you want to call it mentoring. As Val just said, it was the OG on the corner, the pastor, the deacon, the man who don't even know you. Get your butt off this corner, go to school.
That's right.
So as systems began to, in my opinion, organizations, different things started really making it profitable, we lost access. Because if you wasn't partnering with this national organization, school organization, whatever organization, a lot of access was limited, which means we didn't have accountability. Because folks can be in a mentoring program. However, when it came to accountability, there was no accountability. The old school mentoring had a check-in without an appointment. I mean, it was like, where you at? Who you with? What you doing? Right? Get off that corner. Why you talking to them? You know you're supposed to be talking to them. You know what them boys into. We lost a lot of correction without, I would say, cancellation. You could be wrong and still be loved. I mean, people check you, but still, you know they loved you because by them saying something to you, you knew they loved you because they said something. So we replaced presence with a lot of posts. I was looking at my phone and I was looking back 2008 of all these pictures, timelines of me with youth, fathers, men, people. And somebody asked me, man, you never post those? And I was like, why? I like the presence because that's an imprint on my soul and on their soul. So those are kind of some of the things I think about with the old school mentorship.
Okay. Brothers, any of you have some
I got a
questions?
question. To Black men, since we're Black brothers, besides you, Ms. Val, I know your lady joined our platform. But for Black men and Black boys, what disconnect have you guys noticed? You guys are mentors. What is the major disconnect? Is it social media? What is the way that it's not really connecting? Is it finances? What are they looking for in a good, strong mentor, Black man?
Oh, I was waiting on Miss Val.
Oh, you were okay. So
Go ahead, Miss Val.
what I find now, the young boys that I encounter, what they're looking for in a mentor is someone to help them make money. That's one of the number one things that they're looking for. Some of them actually are looking for, I don't want to say a father figure, but they're definitely looking for that male guidance, because some of them are lacking that. And believe it or not, some of my mentees have actually expressed they're looking for someone who can help them read. Unfortunately, a lot of them can't even read, and they're acknowledging it, and they're looking for someone to help them. because too often our school system is just doing metrics for testing. They're not teaching them phonics. They're not teaching them the fundamentals that we came up on. And it's just we're learning how to take a test, and a lot of them are getting pushed through. And they don't even know how to write in cursive because they're not teaching cursive anymore.
That is
So
absolutely.
that's what I'm finding.
Well, I definitely want to take a moment, personal privilege, and I'm always wanting to honor people who were mentors. So I want to take a moment to show people who the Honorable Priscilla Wooten was. Her spirit still lives on. It looks like they even named a street in her honor. Val, is that correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So looks like she was a powerful sister in Brooklyn.
Mm.
But Dr. G, who was your mentor? Some of your mentors growing up that impacted you that you can name, or sometimes it's people you can't remember, but it's not about what they did, but how you felt about what they did.
I always get triggered when I get asked that question.
Oh,
And
I won't
I'll
trigger
tell
you.
you
I
why.
take it back.
No,
I take it
I
back.
love no. I'm gonna tell you why, because I grew up in Shreveport, Louisiana. And as a kid, there was a lot of people in the community that we call it mentoring. But as the cocaine epidemic hit our city hard, man, everybody fell off. Everyone was on drugs. Everybody was cracked out. So the people who were strong in mentoring, man, needed mentoring. So a lot of
Wow.
us was running around trying to figure out, number one, who gonna lead us. So that's what led me into, when I got into mentoring, I gave them the model that I always wanted when I started mentoring. So in my book, actually by me mentoring, it helped me to heal.
Nice.
Got it.
Mentoring helped me to heal.
Nice.
Wow, that's awesome. And Val, it's interesting. My story is the flip of yours. I actually wanted to be a police officer.
Mm.
And I went to my mom and told her I want to be a police officer, and she said, "No, you talk too much, and I don't want them coming to my door at 3:00 in the morning saying somebody done killed my boy because he was talking too much. Dig deeper." And I decided to become an attorney. So it's funny that yours is, but it's not too late now.
That's what I've been told. So many people keep saying values.
And now they created a universal bar. I keep trying to get two of these cats on here to go to law school because that's what they supposed to do. But I guess they think they're just supposed to go to the real bar and they can practice law after they take a drink or something. But get it done. Get it done. It's 3 years of your life that you'll never forget.
Yeah.
Working on it.
With mentoring, my question to you both is, with mentoring, you have to have a certain mindset. We were talking about in our production meeting, particularly with men, mentoring boys that come from single parent homes headed by women. One of the difficulties that I experienced, and a lot of my mentors experienced, is when they went to pick up the kid from the house, mama came to the door, scantily clad, trying to shoot her shot. And some of these brothers were married. But these sisters didn't care. They saw a black male lawyer coming to pick up their son. They was like, we can make this a whole family, man. So what are some of the challenges that you all have run into being able to be effective mentors? Because in order to mentor the child, I think you have to also in some way mentor the family. Because they're going to go back into that environment once they leave you.
So I'm gonna speak to that. When I was a cop, I mentored through Mentoring USA at the PAL, and so it was one-on-one mentoring. What I do now is group mentoring, so the challenges aren't the same. But I think for mentors, and it's not necessarily black men, just mentors, period. And I'm speaking from my purview. I had a mentee, and you're told not to bring them gifts because then it becomes this expectation that they want you to continually bring them gifts. And they kind of use that, or they can abuse that relationship. So they say, if you're going to bring them a gift, bring them a book. But when you make a connection with a mentee, and then for me personally, it's kind of hard to not want to pour into that youngster because sometimes they may come from a less fortunate situation and you are in a position to actually give them more. So you have to kind of differentiate and stay within certain boundaries when you're doing one-on-one mentoring like that. But when you're in a group mentoring situation, it's different because you're speaking to a group of children and the connection is not as one-on-one personally. So you're speaking to a group.
And I'll add to, you want me to add to that what Val just said? You know, the battlefield has changed. We're dealing with a lot of different stuff on the battlefield. To be a mentor today, you got to really mentor the mind, not just the behavior. I mean, there's a lot of behaviors happening now. You've got to learn how to talk trauma, regulate conflict, build identity, and still hold standards.
That's right.
Like, that's a lot.
Mhm.
You got boundaries. The Val,
Sure.
okay, I got to keep my boundaries, but then I got to think about trauma. I got to talk this. I got to regulate conflict, right? I got to build identity, and then I still got to hold standards. Old school taught us how to act right. Today, we've got to learn how to teach how to heal right.
How to what now?
Heal right.
Heal right. Got it. Got it. I like that.
So it's a lot of different factors going on today in mentoring that, you know, it's constantly these, you know, I would say resets. You got to really know the rhythm. It's a lot of different rhythms going on every day. So yeah, it's a lot of things that's happening right now.
So I have a follow-up question to that, Dr. G. And Val, where do you think emotional intelligence lie in mentorship? When you talk about the impacts of just society on just young people overall, and then you see a lot of young people crashing out, right? And it's just crazy violence going around. Where do you believe, you know, you can incorporate some type of emotional intelligence into that?
Go ahead, Val.
I'm going to refer to Dr. G on this one.
He's almost perverted. Well, I think the biggest thing is vulnerability. Vulnerability is key. Because most young men don't need us to lecture them. They need men that they can be safe with. And the reason why I say that is when I was really on the front line of mentoring, I would always allow the young men to feel. It's okay to feel angry. It's okay to feel upset. It's okay to feel disappointments. And I would model that with them. I would let them know that it's okay. I would share with them about, hey, this week, man, I didn't handle a situation with my wife. And he's like, really? It's like, yeah, man. And I would tell them what I had to do. So I think we really have to allow them to feel, because if you don't feel it, you can't heal it. So to the other side of that is, you know, we got to allow not only young men, but men to take the mask off. I talk to a lot of men that I say, who are the brothers you check in with? Who you bleed with? And a bleed mean, who are the brothers you bleed with? That you cleanse yourself with? Oh man, I'm cool. So then how are you healing?
Yeah.
So we have to make sure that brothers are healing.
Yeah.
Dealing with their wounds, so they're not bleeding on the young men.
Gotcha.
I think that's how we deal with that emotional safety.
Excellent.
And to speak to that point, so I'm a co-chair of Brooklyn Cares Mentoring Movement, and we have a signature program from National Cares Mentoring Movement, which is called the Rise. And during this program, scholars are able to express themselves. And we have circles, we host circles, and it creates a safe space for them to actually share their emotions, which is really important. And what I have found with these circles is that students are waiting for opportunity to express themselves without feeling as if they're going to be penalized for what it is that they're saying or how they're expressing themselves. I've been facilitating circles for about 7 years, and it's it's impactful. So anybody that's actually listening, because this is National Mentoring Month, and if you happen to have an affiliate in your town, and even if not, get connected with CARES, National CaresMentoring.org, and I implore you to sign up, become a mentor, because our kids, our young boys, particularly, they're crying inside, and they want to be seen, and they want to be heard. But we have to create those safe spaces for them to be heard.
That's the
Great
We also put
segue.
the banner to be able to register on our website. So if you go to www.thebrothers.com, as soon as you go, you'll see the banner, and it'll say click here to register for CARES mentoring.
Right. So before we get ready to head to another break, I do have a question I want to touch on. Do you find it difficult to find mentors to come into our spaces? Val, you and I both work for National Cares Mentor Movement, me as a director, you with multiple hats. Dr. G, you've been around Seattle Cares, National Cares, but also in other entities. And it's not unique only to us. I think in this climate today and where we are in society, I found it to be challenging. And that's why I call it the blueprint. Are the models, and I know Val, you say there are no traditional models, and you're right, but the volunteerism is different, right? What I have found is that when you start having certifications for life coaches have become now the new mentor. What are some of the challenges you have experienced? And this is not with National Cares per se, but just in this body, because all of us have partnerships and connections with other agencies. What do you find some of the difficulties or challenges are with getting, especially Black men, to mentor these days?
Well, I'll kick us off. A lot of men are still trying to survive, right? Got inflation. A lot of men are still dealing with their own trauma, time pressure, distrust, fear of being responsible for somebody else's kid. Let's be real. Like, you got some men want to get a relationship with their own kids. And then they may start mentoring, and then that conviction hits like, wait a minute, I'm not spending time with my kids. And let's be honest, time and money. And then a lot of men are burning themselves out because they're still in survival mode. So all of those factors are impacting, I would say, today. It's been going on, but I'm really starting to see a huge factor. You use the word volunteer, and I tell people, when you say we having a problem looking for volunteers, I'm like, listen to what we're saying. Volunteers. We got to change the language. How do we make them feel like they are an asset to the organization than a volunteer? Because a volunteer means I can come when I want to, and you really can't mandate me. I mean, technically, I can go when I want to. I'm a free agent. So I think all of those things impact the mentoring space.
Val, anything you want to add to that?
No, I think for the most part, it does deal with time, because people have to work, people have to run their businesses, and if you have a mentoring component that's during work hours, Monday through Friday, 9 to 5, and you want able and willing bodied people, Black men, Black women, to help you mentor our youth, you can't expect them to take time off from work.
In the mentoring program that I created, it was a little easier because these kids were court-ordered to attend. They would be put in juvenile detention if they didn't appear. But especially in a climate that we have today, politically, how important, one, is it, Val, to mentor? But then how important, Dr. G, is it to be able to find kids to mentor, understanding that just as you are volunteering to mentor, they're volunteering to listen to you. And sometimes the language barriers is real deep. You may have to find somebody, who's a little bit younger than you, but a little bit older than them to translate what you're trying to say to them. But I wanted to kind of understand from you both, Val, that question to you, and then to you, Dr. G, the question as well.
I think it's really important that I think we have a responsibility, especially those of us who have had strong mentors in our lives. I'm a lifetime Brooklynite. I live in Brooklyn. I retired from the NYPD.
In Brooklyn, there in the house, without a doubt.
I retired from NYPD as a sergeant, and I live in Brooklyn. So this is my community. And the youth who live in Brooklyn, they are my community. And if I want to have a safe community, if I want to have a loving, caring community, I have to pour into the community, right? Our students, our children, our youth, they need mentorship, leadership, and I was fortunate to have someone to pour into me. So it's like I have to then pour into someone else, right? So I think we have a responsibility as Black people to mentor our youth. We complain about our youth. Oh, they're sagging their pants. They're doing all these things, but you're not giving them alternative options. You're not giving them resources or encouraging them, telling them that they're a leader, they could do better, they could do these, do things in society. But you can't be on the sideline complaining about them if you're not being part of the solution to help them, to uplift them, right? And so being a mentor, I feel is really important. And as far as finding those to mentor, speaking from my organization, CARES, we partner with schools locally. And, as a Brooklyn girl, I'm going to partner with Brooklyn schools. But we have schools in the Bronx and in Manhattan as well. And so we go to schools in the city where Black and brown kids are. And then we partner with them and we bring our program into the school during school hours.
I just want to say Val is a phenomenal leader in Brooklyn, a phenomenal facilitator. But for me, even as a national director for National Cares, she is a phenomenal think partner.
Thank you.
Right? She has boots on the ground. And so in my seat, I hear some of the barriers and you try to figure out solution, which is why I call it the blueprint. Yeah. And so and I think, Dr. G, you have to respond to William's question. So I'm going to pause my thought and I'll save it after the breaks. But I'll let you get some time to do that. But I just wanted to point that out for Val.
And my brother, Antavia, you said something. In mentoring, I find a lot of times you have to go where the need is. And a lot of times you said something, it's in the juvenile detention centers. That's where a lot of young men sit for so many hours. I always find myself there.
Wow.
Some way, somehow. I'm here in Georgia. DJJ reached out to me and I said, hey, I'll be over in Rome Detention Center Friday to speak to these young men. Wow. So a lot of times you have to go in and kind of set new territory to bring others in. So it's not oversaturated. Because when you start talking about mentoring, everybody say they mentor. Oh, I'm doing mentoring. We mentoring. So I always, to Val's point, go somewhere, right? So then I could bring others through and say, hey, man, it's plenty fish over here. You ain't got to go fight over here. Come over here. So I'm always the one go pave the way to get others in.
Okay.
Val, I see your hand raised. You want to add to that?
Yes, I just wanted to add to that CARES has gone into the detention centers. We have Horizon and Hope up in the Bronx, and I actually went into those detention centers as a facilitator.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I bet. I mean, you seem incredibly soft right now, Val. But I have a reason to believe that in order to make it to be a sergeant in the New York Police Department, that you have another side that you can flip a switch and become Sergeant Carey.
Yep. Really quick. Really quick.
Really quick, Dr. G.
Really quick. Switch.
Don't. I can't lose her right now.
No,
No.
you ain't gonna lose her. We ain't talking about losing.
Well, look, you guys, this has been a very informative conversation. There's so many more questions that I had about mentoring. I know this is the mentoring group, month, as Alex stated. But if there's anything that you guys would like to, like if there's a website you guys like to give, we're definitely going to put your bios on our website. You can find it at TheBrothaz. The brothers, you can see their bios. We have some very go-getting type people. As you can see, they look calm and collected, but you could tell they have a wide range of knowledge. So we definitely want to keep that for our listeners and viewers if we want to reach out to you. So do you guys have a handle, an Instagram handle that we can kind of put on, or you guys can say out loud, and then we can put it on our website as well, that you guys want to share?
Well, I'll just share caresmentoring.org. You can also follow UK Cares on Instagram.
The chemistry stick. Topics that matter, no cap.
I'm on all handles. IG, Louis Guiden Jr., LinkedIn, IG, and then my website is louisguidenjr.com.
Now, we only see the G, Doc, so can you tell us how to spell, how we're spelling that when we go try to find you?
LOUIS, Guiden, GUIDEN, Jr.com.
Perfect.
Yeah, stick around.
It's like Dr. G, we're on all platforms. Spotify, Apple, all the above. You guys check us out. Thank you guys very much.
My New York dance. I don't know how they dance in Seattle, Dr. G.
Hey, man, I ain't from Seattle.
Hi, guys. This is your girl, Trina Braxton, a proud licensed real estate agent with Howell Luxury Group Realty. Since joining HLG, I've been able to realize that the real estate world is a different place, and HLG is an expert. Allow us to help you make your next home purchase one of the best decisions ever. You'll have your forever home, and HLG will have yet another satisfied client.
Welcome back. I'm Lamar the Love Doc. Just want to say, hey, please remember to check us out on all our socials. That's Facebook, that's IG, that's TikTok. Please like and subscribe. We want to keep on giving you guys this fresh new information to our community. And I want to personally thank Ms. Val and Dr. G for coming on for National Mentors Month. You guys have spilled so many gems. So I hope you guys have got that information. I'm going to kick it over to Hawk so we can bring us into our next segment.
All right. We got Bro Mail coming up. We haven't done this in a couple of weeks, so it's this the man at a breaking point. Been waiting for you, Love Doctor, for a long time, and you ain't been able to help him. So hopefully he hasn't jumped off the ledge yet. But let me go ahead and read.
He's probably already done it. If he was
Him gone.
This might be to his friend or something. It might
Look,
not be for him.
like I was on vacation last week, so
Dear Dr. Love, I'm struggling and honestly, I don't know if I'm fighting for love or fighting against myself. I'm a traditional man. I want commitment, purpose, and marriage. But the woman I'm with is clear. She doesn't want that. She's comfortable with intimacy, companionship, and sex, but nothing beyond the present moment. And that's tearing me apart. There's chemistry, there's connection, and I care about her deeply. But every time I think about the future, I feel like I'm standing alone. She wants me for now. I want her for life. Dr. Love, am I wrong for wanting marriage in a world that treats commitment like an option? Should I accept what she's offering just to avoid being alone, or is staying the real mistake? I don't want to pressure her, but I don't want to lose myself either. What's a man supposed to do when love feels good but the future feels empty? Dang, he's poetic. A man at the breaking point.
yeah. So, all right, man. Peace and love. I would first say you got to honor yourself and your heart. So, there's nothing wrong with wanting commitment, but you got to commit to the right person. So, if you commit to yourself first, then you know that what the woman is giving you, no matter what she's giving you physically and intimately, she's not giving to what you need, which is feeding to your soul. So with that being said, nothing wrong with wanting marriage, but you can't want it from that person. And I would say take it from my own experience, chasing after somebody who really doesn't want you. They'll use you up. And once they're, ready to monkey bar and swing to the next person, I learned that from my mentor, Antavius. She's going to be gone and you're going to be hurt. So I would say go ahead and cut your losses early on in the game, and you will be able to find your queen. So, yeah.
Okay.
App, you don't have nothing today? You usually got something.
After be chomping at the bit.
He's quiet. He got his colleagues, so he good tonight.
Yeah, that was deep. I think he needs to move on. And Tavi's gonna get mad at me, but I know what it's like to be committed to somebody that is not committed to you, right? And so once you get past those superficial things about love, you'll be able to find your clear path with somebody that will accept you.
I'm gonna get mad. They're gonna get mad at me. You better clean that up.
Hey man, no Diddy. You got to chill. No, but in my situation, in mine's, being committed to somebody. And I think that's just something that men do, right? We love hard. We love on a woman hard. We go through those stages. And when we finally find that person, we do commit. And we have to be willing to recognize when it's just not working. We fall for the wrong things. Like the Love Doctor said, find self first. You got to be right with self. And then that'll give you a clear path and a clear mind.
It seemed like Val want to say something.
I'm about to say, look like Val. I don't know if she agreed with what you said, Al.
Come on,
I
Val.
want to say something because what was really missing is that the woman was very clear what she wanted.
Expectations, set them.
So he needs to accept that. She doesn't want what he wants. He may just have a sexual connection. He feels like she's the one, but she's not the one for him because of what he would want in a woman. And she was very clear. So it's not like she's leading him on. She's saying, I don't want this commitment. He wants a wife. She doesn't want a wife. She just wants to be sexual and have a good time with him, but she doesn't want to have a future with him. And so he has to accept that and say, okay, walk away from that and look for the woman that you want, because she's not that one.
Exactly. Dr. G, what you got for us, bro?
I just hear a wounded person that's trying to fill a void with intimacy. Once intimacy is over, it's still a void. As we heard, she's like, I'm not trying to be in marriage. So he needs to heal himself before he finds his wife, so he don't bring that into the next relationship and punish her.
There you go.
Yeah.
I agree with Val. She's made her intentions clear. She may want it, but she just doesn't want it with him. Now that's the hard part.
Yeah.
Because once you finish with the relationship and you bump into her at the mall and she's pregnant with a ring on and it's only been 6 months, right? I get it.
Yeah.
But you have to realize sometimes when people are just content with you, not complete with you.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
That's all I got.
That was deep.
Thank you, brother.
I think
Mm.
for me, I tell people meet people where they are, not where you want them to be. Right? I think we find ourselves all the time trying to add this extra layer to somebody, and they never said that. They never asked for that. Right? If you can't love me from where I am today, then you're probably not gonna be able to love me tomorrow. Right? Not true agape love that I'm looking for. So
Mm.
you have to kind of you can't fall in love with potential, right? We learned that in our ages. You can't fall in love with potential, but you can fall in love with that person and guide them through that. That's I'm not saying you got to leave at every drop of the dime, but just know what you're getting yourself into. I think this guy kind of got in. He's a lover. Sounds like me, Mr. Romantic. Got in a little way over his head, and now he's dealing with reality. So maybe he's gonna find it in the next relationship because he's gonna get another relationship. He gonna get another.
Is he gonna get another one, Fred?
He gonna get another one.
That's just who he is, huh?
That's who he is. He loves love.
Sound like to me he's what put it on him.
Love, man.
Gave him that Nicki Minaj.
What happened?
She gave him that Nicki Minaj.
What's that?
I don't know.
I'm not going there. I'll keep this on mentor.
Yes.
Well,
Hey, this could be
you,
mentor. Hey, maybe you're doing some mentoring right now. Who knows?
Hey, listen, man. I don't know, brother.
if I know you got a call to action, what's that about? I'm interested to hear what that is about.
Yeah, so again, this is National Mentoring Month. I am a firm believer that there are still many of us within our communities that do not mind pouring back into young youth. I ask each listener, viewer, to think about a time where you needed someone to talk to. Who guided you? For my professionals, who helped you get there? Whether you look at them as a mentor or not, in some way, someone poured into you, right? And so one caring adult can change a young person's future. Step up and be a mentor and make that difference. It doesn't matter if you dedicate an hour a week, an hour a month, just pour into these young people within our community. Don't complain about it, be about it. As National Director for National Care's Mentoring Movement, we are actively seeking mentors in New York, Seattle, Detroit, Chicago, Los Angeles, Atlanta, Miami. Visit us at www.caresmentoring.org for additional information and ways to become a mentor. Thank you. Dr. G, anything you want to add to that?
I thank y'all for being here today. And all I'm saying is I'm using my story, life on the other side. Because before I made it to this side, I didn't have mentors. So now what I've done is wrote a book to actually give people the model.
What's the name of your book, Dr. G? If you don't mind me
It's
asking.
called Life on the Other Side.
Where can we find it?
On Amazon. It's 16 chapters of a journal. So I walk you through my stories and help you to reflect, feel, heal, and then come with action steps. That's what I'm using the book for, to engage and to help people to see why mentoring helps us heal.
Wow.
I just
I
want to
want
say
to
thank
definitely
you for the
congratulate
opportunity.
you, but I want to also take that opportunity, Dr. G, to show people the book so that please go out and support this brother. This is the book, right, Doc?
Yeah, that's it.
So please go out and support this brother. Life on the Other Side is this book that he's written, and as he said, it's a guiding principle on how to make it happen. So we're very proud of that.
Thank you.
Awesome. Wow.
Yes. Thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to be here today. And I just want to say for all my Brooklynites, if you're interested in giving 1 hour of your time, 1 hour per month, go to caresmentoring.org to sign up, or you can go straight to our IG, Brooklyn Cares MM.
Perfect. Before we close out, I would like one person to give a shout out to one mentor that impacted your life greatly. And I'm going to do this in a expeditiously in my TI way. Let's start with Fred.
Hey, my mentor is on this platform. Wings has guided me. So all my failures, y'all can blame him. But he's definitely since day one, he has definitely taken me under my wing. So what you see is a lot of him. So don't be mad at me. But no, definitely wings on my end, y'all.
Dr. G.
Andre Kennebrew at Chick-fil-A.
Nice. And Tavis.
Nina Hickson.
Val.
Priscilla Wooten.
Lamar.
Since I can't take wins because somebody already did,
Right.
R.I.P. My intellectual father, Dr. A. Wade Boykin from Howard University. This man, even though he was a Q dog, he took me under his wing and he showed me that I know I needed to be 10 times better than my white counterparts because it's achieving the gap, and we're going to talk about this during our next show. And what that man had did for me for those 4.5 years that I was in DC, compared to anything else in my education. So definitely big shout out to him. He's a big part of how I fight for my students on a daily basis.
All right, that leads it up to me, Fred, taking everybody's mentor. So we'll go to my very first mentor, who was my grandfather. That was the first male role model, the first guidance, the first rites of passage. That's who corrected me when I was wrong and when I was on the fence in a direction that I could have went a different way. That was always my rock, and he will forever be my number one mentor in life. Made me who I am. So with that said, we thank you all for watching another episode of The Brothers, and tune in for next week's episode. Don't forget to like, share, subscribe on all social media platforms, and also don't forget we're also on Spotify. You can find us on Spotify. That is TheBrothaz, The Brothers.
Fred's jokes hit hard, Aparicio's wit. Antavius drops wisdom
Right,
smooth
America.
and quick.
Yeah, you heard
3
it.
heads, 1
Please
vibe.
don't
The
forget, as
chemistry
Cap
stick.
said, go out there and find us before we find you.
Through the static, we're carving our name. Brotherhood on air, we laugh, we share. Spinning life stories, no truth left spare. Brotherhood on air, pull up a chair, 3 minds, 1 heart.
Thank you both.